It's 6 AM in deepest, darkest rural Lincolnshire. Well, not so dark. And that most common of animal, the enthusiastic angler, is stirring. But not only does he have a day off work, more importantly, he has that all vital green light from the missus to go fishing. Nothing planned, no great campaign, just a few blissful hours on a local water. Morning troops, the birds are singing. It's time to have a bit of fun. Fishing a very small lake, it's like a little moat lake, and I'm after roach and crucians. It's spring, it's a beautiful morning. Very small lake, it's not 20 foot wide at the most where I'm fishing, peg 8, and it's 2 foot deep, that's all. But hopefully we have ourselves a nice mixed bag and a bit of fun in the warm spring sunshine. Or if it's cloudy, I don't mind. Yeah, we're going to fish with hemp and tares, corn, worm. Just see if we can catch a mixed bag. So I'm just going to just plumb the depth, just got all set up, ready to go. Let's catch some fish. There's a swim of that clump of reeds there to my left, just in front of me, to the left. You see the float there, so I'm in 2 foot of water, that's all. I've got alternates, I've got a gap there to fish the far bank. And I've also got another clump of reeds to the right hand side, so I've got 3 options there. So what I'm going to be doing at first is just feeding little and often in here. To see if I can get this part of the swim going. But I'll probably feed an alternate spot, either far bank or close to that, maybe far bank to the right. We'll see how we go. But at the moment we've had 1 bite on corn, nothing on tares, so I switched over to corn, had an instant bite, but nothing since. I've seen some movement in the reeds, so there's fish out there. Let's hope there's a roach and a crucian that I want. Time to build that swim up. A little bit of loose feed, a little bit of ground bait. Not a lot, little and often. Hopefully them bites will come. Oh, now them bites came. Straight under, lift bites. I was fishing for lift bites, but you don't always get them. You know they're coming, and they still catch you by surprise. It was a frustrating morning, and the bites were coming, but you just could not hit them. Well, I wasn't the only one grubbing around this morning, was I? Old Porky there, on the munch. Shame none of the decent fish are on the munch. I switched over to the pole for a little while, and I had a bag of very small rudd, very small F1s, and a few small roach. Not what I was really after. I decided to lick my wounds and head on to the next lake behind me and see what we could catch there. I started off on float fish corn. I thought, well, let's try and target some of the better rudd in the water, and the float rod was already set up, so it was action stations, hopefully straight away. And luckily I was in straight away. Loose feeding with hempen tears, corn on the hook, and the rudd were coming thick and fast, and some good ones too. It wasn't all plain sailing, of course. As with float fishing for the smaller species, you're going to miss just as many bites as you hit. It's just the way of the world. But the key is not to get downhearted. If they're feeding, they're biting, you're going to catch them. And the skimmers started to come thick and fast. It really was a wonderful afternoon. Briefly there for an hour or two, I couldn't fail. It was bream after bream after bream. Mostly skimmers, but really great sport. kept alternating between rod and reel and the pole, and that way I really did keep the sport going. You know, sometimes the bites would shy off on the rod and reel. I'd switch over to the pole and they'd pick up again and you'd hit a few. And then back to the rod and reel once the pole dried up. It really was great fun. Well, I'm starting to catch bream now. Decent fish. Let's get it back. See if we can catch some of these decent rudd. The carp moved into the swim, and that one I'm losing now. Believe it or not, I get a hook pull. That took it on the drop. Single grain of corn. Goes just as I'm getting that net ready. I thought I was well in there. And then the most delicate of bites. I mean, it really was a very, very shy bite, and wallop. I was into a big carp, and there's an island to my right, and it went straight under the bridge, other side of the line. I couldn't stop it, and another hook pull. I just had to apply the pressure as hard as I could, and I could not stop it, and the hook came out. And here's that shy bite from another angle. Look at that float go from left to right. I just couldn't stop it. But the rest of the afternoon was spent in glorious spring sunshine, float fishing, missing a few, hitting a few, feeding little and often, and I really did have a great afternoon evening. Well, thanks for watching my little journal for this week, troops. I really do appreciate it. I know I say it at every video, but I really do appreciate the views and the comments and the likes. And I'll see you on the bank real soon. tight lines.